Hey folks, back again. My wife's making me wear a mask. It's like having a gigantic maxi pad across my mouth. Then she washed it in game, and it's kind of like Riptide Rush going straight up my freaking nose. So it kind of sucks. But on the plus side, I get to sneak out during the virus. First time in a couple days. Take a little ride. Now the one thing I like to do is do the 0 to 60 times of random vehicles. And what better to do it in my wife's new car? We have a 2016 Honda CRV. The epitome of suburbanite transportation. It's the EX. So you've got the sunroof. You got the fancy stereo in it. Which, I even have buttons on a steering wheel. Which, you know, you go from a car from the 80s to a car from the 90s, and you step into a car from 2016. It's a little bit different. You know, I don't got check engine lights on. I don't got things screaming at me. You know, like mice in the dash, or you know, the neighbor saying the car's on fire. So we're going to do a little rip on her. See what we got. And the one thing I hate about Hondas are these stupid little buttons over here. You know, especially if you're wearing gloves up here in the north. You know, you're smacking on there. Look at the volume button. You know, my finger, I can literally cover it with my... give me a knob. Stupidity. But now we're, you know, I hit a bump. Now we're on clock audio Bluetooth menu. Let's see here. We don't want that. Stop it. We go to audio. There we go. Oh, you hit audio, and you got the audio source pop up. Just give me the gut. Give me DVE, goddammit. Phone settings. Radio. Give me radio. Audio power off. Well, turn it on, goddammit. Oh, we gotta hit this little button up here in the corner. Oh, there's the radio. Oh, man. Yeah. My wife's got it set up for my 5-year-old daughter. Ew. No. Oh. Oh. Don't cry. Okay. Holy space with me. But I'll tell you what, these Honda CVTs are pretty good. So come up here. This doesn't have the standard transmission. A lot of you guys criticize and bitch about these new CVTs. I kind of like them because you have like the maximum power at all times rather than waiting for the car to shift between gears. This thing's already there, it's already going, so this thing will fly for being a little, I think it's a 2.4 in these. I had the Ford Escape before this one. It was a 14 with the EcoBoost. It wasn't a bad car, but we started losing coolant. Then the third time to the Ford dealer, the guy looks at me and says, "Hey Jason, every time you bring it back in here, we're just going to fill up the coolant and send you on your way. You know, if I were you, I'd just trade it in. That's exactly what I did. Is I topped off the coolant and I went up to the Honda dealership and I bought this little bastard. So let's do a whole shot, see what we can get out of her. I don't think it's that bad. Notice how it didn't shift? That's what I love about that CVT. But right now, almost 70 mile an hour from a $2,000. They put this, there's an eco button down here. Hit that eco button, and she'll drop down even further. So it's not bad. You know, for a used car for about 20 grand. My mother's got an 04. It's got 250,000. So can't really complain. That's what we're looking at, using what's left of my 401k, pay this off, and we'll be good. Not too worried about looking for work right now. I figure everybody and their mother's laid off, so be a nice time just to kind of chill out. I worked in a mill, so I worked 12-hour shifts. I never got to see my family, so it's kind of nice being home for a change. Oh man, that fucking baker's on. There we go. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a used vehicle, CRV ain't too bad. It's comfortable. I got the extended warranty. I'm good for 100,000 miles. This is certified pre-owned, and I'm not screwing around. You know, you go to Dodge and lose the transmission. You go to Ford, you have a cracked head. The hell with that. Just go right to the fucking source. Get a Honda, get a Toyota, be done with it. But the one thing I have to say is I absolutely hate the stereo in this thing. Compared to the Fords is so much nicer. So this thing, it's even got this stupid shit. Now come on, how many times are you gonna drip coffee into that before that thing doesn't work anymore? Then to close it, you know, I absolutely hate that. That's just more gimmicks. You don't even need a CD. Who the hell uses the CDs anymore? Well, I kind of do because I drive a car from the 80s. But for a decent car, you know, I get, what, 22 miles to a gallon. We're up here in Pittsburgh, so a lot of mountains, a lot of hills. But four-wheel drive works pretty decent. But all right, now I'm gonna sneak down to the dollar store and get some hamburger buns, because you know that's essential right now. Gotta make our sandwiches. All right, I'll talk to you later, folks.